Okay, welcome back, Jake Paulers, or Shane Stans, or Sisters, whatever. Welcome back to my spicy channel. First off, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting me. You guys are so cute and sweet, and like I've already told you guys before, you're all cool. Public service announcement, I am currently taking applications for a thick-bootied e-boy that looks like ASAP Rocky. Haha, just kidding. Not really. But maybe. But not really. Kind of. I'm tired of being, side chick out here.
Well, man. Yeah.
So now it's time for a spicy story time of basically how I started selling on Depop and before I started my little online business. So I was a little freshman, sad little freshman a year ago. And I really didn't have a group I hung out with, or I just didn't know of that many people on campus yet. So I found Fashion Society, which is a club we have here at CPP, and they have an annual fashion show, which I was actually part of, and I actually became a model for their annual fashion show. And after that annual fashion show, I actually got a couple of gigs being a model. So after being in this fashion show, I was basically inspired to create my own fashion line for this year's annual fashion show, but I didn't know how to sew. I've never thought of designing an entire fashion line, and I didn't know where to even start. Once I learned how to sew, I was living my old lady dreams, and I just started sewing every single day.
It's every day, bro. I said it's every day.
And I kid you not, the first week that I learned how to sew, I could not stop going to fabric stores. I could not stop going to fabric stores. I just kept going, and I kept getting more fabric, and then by the time that I realized I'd made a ton of things just using up all this fabric. But then I started getting into making scrunchies. And then I had too many scrunchies just for myself. So then that's how I ended up getting onto Depop. And I started selling them through there. Now aside from the scrunchies, I also started sewing crop tops together. And I started sewing just shirts for myself to wear. And so they've actually come out really cute. For a person with no talent, I had some sort of talent. And then that made me get my start working towards my minor in fashion and apparel design, which is not what I went to college for, and my major isn't even what I went to college for. In high school, everybody literally was like, "Go Evelyn, you're gonna be an engineer, power woman." Everybody was like, "You're gonna make it in the engineering field," and I was just like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna work as an agricultural engineer. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be so happy, and that's gonna be my life mission. And then I realized that what I had been talking about my entire life was not engineering. I was just so persuaded, and I was so invested in my high school persona that I developed this idea that that's what I would do as my career, and I wouldn't do what my actual passion was. And then that's another thing, fun learning inspiration time from Spicy Valdez. You can't just follow your interest and then let go of any of your passions because someone tells you to, or because you make yourself believe it. So then my first week of college, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be an agricultural engineer. And then that's what I came for. And then a week after, I was just like, nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to work in third world countries, and I want to help little kids, and I want to help people. And I want to do all these things in education and prison reforms and just third world countries in general. I want to travel all my life. I don't want to live in the US. So then why am I going towards a major, and why am I working to get a degree in something I don't even want? So then I became an agricultural science major so that I could get my degree and work in third world countries. And now that I found Fashion Society, I'm now a minor in apparel industries. So basically my plan is to work in third world countries, live in third world countries and then make clothes for little kids so that they can have clothes. Okay, now on to our actual video as to how I sell on Depop. So on Depop, you can create your own shop. I'm gonna show you right here. I finally figured out from last video to this video to not point in a million places because y'all get lost. But I'm gonna show you right here that if you guys can create your own account, it's totally free. And trust me, everyone has something to sell on Depop. It's not just me. You can literally sell anything from your old shoes, someone will buy them, to clothes that's brand new but you haven't worn it in over a year. Someone will buy this stuff. Just put it on Depop, create your account, make sure to let people know in your description as much as you can about that item, because if you only put t-shirt worn once selling for $13, no one's gonna buy that from a shirt that goes on there and it's like brand new shirt worn only once in amazing condition. Another like pro tip that I've had is if I see another seller is selling the exact same item, I'll knock down like a small percentage from what I'm originally selling it. So I'll knock down 5%, let's say, and then I'll message whoever liked that item. I'm like, hey, I know you just like this item that so and so selling, but I'm selling it for cheaper. And then that's how you have to collect your coin, and then it sells. So I've started selling my scrunchies and I'm selling old clothes, but I'm actually about to be posting more Brandy Melville, more Kappa, and more Pakistan clothing in general. If you guys If you guys are interested, I am also still selling these Supreme items as well as Xavier selling them. So if you're interested, hit us up. You already know. Now Depop is going to take 10% of whatever you make. So if the shirt was $13, they're going to take 10% of that. It's not a total like loss. It's just, you know, your first item, you might sell it and you're like, well, they didn't leave me with very much. But as you start to grow and build your brand and your little online business, you're gonna see that you actually starting to make back some money. What I started doing is I started leaving like an amount, maybe $100. And then, actually, this is what I did. I left $100 in my account, and then I just sold for a week straight, every day. I know schedules get busy, but every day I would just get on there, and I would say, hey, I'm selling this, hey, I'm selling this. I'd post, and I would continue to work on making scrunchies or shirts or selling what I already had in my closet, and then I doubled the money in my account. So by the end of the week, I had $200. All it takes is you actually putting some effort into it. Another spicy pro tip is that you don't want to put everything you're selling on your shop the second that you create your shop. For example, if I have 20 items that I'm selling, I'm not going to post all 20 in one day. I'm going to post about 3 items that I'm selling every day. This way, whoever is following your account can see that you're an active seller and you're continuously putting things out there on the market for them to buy or to browse. And then it's going to get more exposure to your account and it's going to get more of a reaction from any buyer. If I see that, you know, my favorite Depop seller is continuously selling brandy items that are cheaper, I don't want to see all her items in one day, or else I'm quickly gonna forget that she's selling them. Whereas if she were to post 3 or 5 items per day, I'm gonna remember I like this shirt from Monday and I like this shirt from Tuesday. So by Friday, I'm gonna purchase these 2 shirts instead of just the one that I saw that one day, and then I'll forget about the other shirt that I could have also purchased from her. So as she as a seller could have made more of a market, and you as a seller could make more money back and double your account just like I did. Shipping and packaging and all that good spicy stuff. So the way that I do is I try to make the cutest possible shipping and packaging possible. I know there's not a way to make shipping cute, but there is a way to make your packaging cute. You could either go and buy packages or boxes that have like little designs on them, or you can go buy bags that have little designs on them and you can ship them in Doge. You can ship them in those. So what I figured out to do is to go ahead and get whatever items that they are purchasing from me. So let's say that they were going to buy these 3 scrunchies. I know, they're so cute, right? Also, you guys are buying really basic scrunchies. You guys should check out my shop. Ahaha. Okay, whatever, moving on. So if they were to buy 2 of these scrunchies, then I would go and buy these little bags. You could either buy them from Hobby Lobby, or I've seen even the dollar store carry some. I went and I purchased a package of these little like clear baggies. They also sell some with designs, but I decided to just do the little clear ones because I want my buyer to be able to see what they are getting. Then I'm gonna put stickers. So what I've gone and done is every time that I've purchased something from the Brandy website, I've kept all the stickers. Or there's even Depop sellers that sell like Brandy Melville stickers. So then I go ahead and I'll throw them in the baggie, and I'll make it look all cute. Then I'll get little confetti stars. I don't know, to me they just look really, really, really cute. Get this gift ribbon, and then I'll tie it around my package. And then I'll get these little mailers. And you don't have to buy super big ones. Mine are just bigger because I buy them thinking in advance for either clothing items such as, you know, Brandy shirts that I do sell, and like other small items such as wallets that I sell, or like maybe a hat that I'm selling on my shop right now. I'll buy these bigger ones just so that I could fit larger items, but these fit in pretty nice as well. You'll see that it kind of filled up the whole thing on the top of the baggies right here. And then I'll just fold it over. Before I ship it off and I close the package already, one thing that I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll write like a little note for my buyer, just to be like, thank you so much for buying. Or one thing that I do is like, oh, thank you so much for buying, I really appreciate it, thank you for supporting, you know, a small like designer. What else? Another thing that I'll include in there is to make sure to leave a review. Depop is very review based, so you have to remember to leave your buyer or your seller a review in exchange for them leaving you a nice review. It always works out. It always helps also gain customer attraction. And with that, your package is gonna also look, you know, nice, secure, simple. Always double tape just to make sure that your package is going to be safe for your buyer once it arrives to their location. Make sure to contact them like, hey, have you received your item? Do you mind leaving me a review so I can leave you a review? That's always something that I do. You can't really make a business that isn't reliable, and even the smallest of business such as Depop, you need buyers and you need sellers that are reliable, that you can count on for shipping, and that you can count on them not scamming you. So another pro tip from Spicy Valdez. So if you aren't interested in buying and selling or creating a Depop account for that, another reason that I really love Depop is because at first what I started doing is I created a shop and I started putting items that I wouldn't mind trading up. So you can make your account solely a swap account. And here's some examples of just people that are making posts that solely say swap, 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 because this is what they just want. They want to trade an item that they have for an item that you may have in their shop. I've done this before, but going back to the buying and selling reviews, you have to make sure that that buyer or that seller has credible reviews, or that they have swapped before. Doing so will prevent you from getting scammed, or your items getting lost within shipping, or you not receiving an item that you get. Depop also makes this swap trade account accessibility available for anyone, so you can just go on there and make those swap posts, and then people can start looking at your account. You can also tag your account, and you can tag every single post that you upload with the hashtag swap or trade hashtag. And this is why I love Depop, because it's also like eco-friendly buying, reselling, reusing type of ideals. Those are all my tips and spicy tricks for you to start your own Depop shop, or to start selling in general, or creating things that you already know how to make. People know how to make bracelets, people know how to make necklaces, some people know how to make scrunchies, so that's why they create accounts themselves. But that's the story of how I started making and designing things. Also the background of to what I'm going to school for right now, and then how to sell on Depop. Thank you so much for supporting me. You guys are like cool, I guess. I'm just kidding. You guys are cool. Ya yeet. Make sure to follow my Depop shop, my Instagram, and to comment, like, and subscribe.